Hello, beloved. It's me, Coach Carmen, your Kingdom Health, Purpose, and Wealth Coach and founder of SharingTheBliss.com, where we take you on a joyful journey to holistic health, purpose, and wealth with programs to help you to soothe your soul, heal your body, and turn your purpose into prosperity. I'm back today because this is day number 5 of my raw food journey. Yesterday I did a video. It was part 1 of why I decided to go back to raw, and I wanted to continue that today. I am feeling a lot better than I did yesterday, even though I started out really tired again, and I had more than 8 hours of sleep, so that is kind of strange for me. But I know that I did not get enough food. I think that I didn't eat enough yesterday, so I decided to go shopping and really buy as much as I could to ensure that I had all of my, not just my, my salads and all that, but I had some really yummy treats. I do love sweet treats, really more organic, like pastries and beautiful desserts. So I'm not like a candy person, but I do like beautiful desserts. So I decided to invest in some really high quality ingredients so that I can make some yummy desserts for myself. And one thing about eating organic, raw, vegan desserts, you can eat them even for lunch, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to talk to you about why I decided to go back to raw, why physically, the physical reasons, the outward reasons, I should say, the more vanity reasons, if you will. I wanted to talk to you about how, I know if you are 40 years old or over, 50, you know that your body starts to change, and the things that you could get away with before, you just cannot get away with anymore. There's something about food that you were eating before, you were able to burn it off, but now it's starting to stick and stay. So I used to be very toned. All my life I was toned, and after I turned 50, when the minute I turned 50, all of a sudden I started to feel mushy. I just did not like that feeling. It was very uncomfortable for me, but I dealt with it. And then next thing you know, I started eating more cooked food, because remember, when I turned 50, I had already, when I turned 50, I was just getting over the illness. And so I was still eating raw, but then I started to eat more cooked food, probably like at the middle of that year, I started eating more cooked food, and I continued to eat cooked food. And what was happening is the cooked food was padding my waist, and I was becoming really, really thick around my waistline, to the point where my clothes were not looking right anymore, because my upper body was a size 6 or 4. My lower body was a size 6 to 4, and my waist was like a size 8 or 10. And you ladies know that it's just not pretty when your clothes are making you look like you're pregnant, right? It's just not, it's not a pretty thing. In fact, I feel that if you're a size 12 or size 14, if you're that size all over, that's really sexy. It's sexier than being thin and having a big belly and not being pregnant. So I was very uncomfortable with that. It took me so long to try on to get dressed, because I had to keep trying on clothes and putting a belt on, seeing if I could do this, and if I have a top that's looser. And who has time for that? That really was just a lot of wasted time for me, and I just had an issue with that. I loved being able to throw on my clothes and knew that I looked good. So I wanted to get back to that again. And you know that when you are full around your waistline, the thicker you are around the waistline, the more of the more chances you have to have heart disease and all kinds of illnesses, diabetes, you name it. It shows. Your waistline shows your health. And people who are thick around the waist are unhealthy. End of the story. It's just the way it is. And one of the reasons is that most people, they don't realize that when you're eating inorganic food, what's happening is your body is patting itself. That's my kitty cat. She's, I don't know what she's doing over there. Come here, Kaisa. I'll let you say hi to her. She is a cutie. That's my baby. You don't realize that what's happening is you're eating all this inorganic food and your body is patting itself because it does not want that all of those chemicals, those man-made pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, the GMO frankenfoods, and all the other toxins that's in food that's not organic to penetrate the organs. So what happens is it pads itself with fat cells around your waist. So if you want to lose that fat around your waist, the first thing you want to do is start eating organic food, and the higher volume of raw organic food, the better. Right? Living food. Raw meaning I'm talking vegan here. So, you know, live fruits and vegetables, and there's so many ways you can prepare them. Believe me, you'll never get bored, and I'm going to prove that to you. One of the things I am known for is showing people how to transition from matrix food to kingdom, what I call kingdom food, living, delicious, gorgeous food. Is I help them to transition in such a delicious way. They are totally amazed that the food is so good. They just cannot believe it. But what happens is cooked food is very, very addictive, extremely addictive. And once you start eating cooked food, it's very challenging to get off. The reason why I was able to get off, the cooked food from Monday to today, and that, without any transitioning, meaning doing anything like eating maybe a lot of vegan food, but I do that anyway, so that's why it was easy for me to make the transition. But the reason why I was able to just start the raw food without as much challenge this time is because of the spiritual work I've done. I'll be honest with you. Because I've tried to go back raw several times, and I kept falling. I kept going back to cooked food. But I wasn't ready spiritually. I had to do some spiritual work, beloved, in order to be ready. And that's one of the reasons why the program that God gave me that I've been teaching for quite several years now, the 28-day body and soul detox, is so powerful. The reason why people have so much success with it is because it starts off with the soul detox. You got to do the soul work first, right? You have to deal with your soul, and you have to deal with your spirit. And when your spirit and your soul is in alignment with you, and you are in alignment with your soul, then you can do it. You can definitely do it. I'm not saying that it's the easiest thing in the world, because your body is going to be going through some, side effects. But there's ways to get around it where it's not as bad. So one of the things that I do to transition when I'm going back to a healthier lifestyle is I just bombard myself with videos and DVDs about that lifestyle. So that's what I've been doing. I've been watching a lot of my DVDs. I had several YouTube video. I had you know, like several videos that I had saved up, and I started to watch them again and again, watching videos that had wonderful recipes, getting myself excited and motivated again about eating raw food. And I believe that I have a playlist. That's what I want to say. I have several playlists from years ago. So I went back to those playlists, watching them over and over again, going back to my cookbook and all the other books that I have, other cookbooks. And it's helped me tremendously. I really do feel like I'm getting my raw food mojo back. So I'm excited about that. I did go shopping today because I wanted to start making some yummy desserts and things that will satisfy me and keep me happy while I'm on this journey. So I got some nice organic cacao nibs and some organic cacao powder. I bought some organic mulberries, which are delicious in banana ice cream and some other desserts. They make a nice crust. You mix this with, if you don't want to use a lot of nuts and you want to make some crust, pie crusts and all, this is wonderful, you know, with some other ingredients. And then I was starving when I was out, so I bought these. These are, let's see, these are goji, cacao, and maca energy snacks, and they are certified organic, and these things are delicious. Oh my gosh, I really was surprised how good they were, because I make things like this, and to buy them and have them as good as when you make it yourself is, that's a good thing. I love coconut too. Oh, it's really good. So, gotta keep snacks on hand. Make them, buy them, do whatever you have to do. I also found some jasmine tea, jasmine green tea. And as I said, I was weaning myself off of the vanilla tea, so I think this is a good tea to transition and for transitioning. And what's nice about it, smells absolutely beautiful, like a flower, and it's very soothing. And green tea is great to have in the morning. It helps for losing weight. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. So I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I just wanted to remind you to opt in so you can get your 7-day mini course and some desserts recipes from me, my gift to you. And when you do that, I'll send you information about the Healed Whole Body and Soul 6-month transformational program that I am enrolling women from across the country into. It's a beautiful journey we're taking together. And when you opt in, I'll just automatically send you that information as well. Okay? All right. So have a beautiful weekend, everyone. God bless you. I love you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.